Einen wunderschönen guten Tag, Sage. Was geht? Wie war dein Wochenende? Wie geht's dir? Erzähl mal einen Schwank aus deiner Jugend. Zum Beispiel von gestern. Also so wie immer. Wenn du sagst, zu kurz. Dieses Wochenende noch schlimmer. Zu viel EVE Online angeguckt. Nicht selber gespielt, nein. Aber warum nicht selber gespielt? Ist das nicht kostenfrei sogar? Also, fürs Basisspiel. Okay, Katzi. Schnarch halt wieder. Der neue Charakter muss halt noch Skills leveln. Das geht auch ohne, dass du es spielst. Ist das ein AFK-Spiel? Kann man das AFK spielen? So wie AFK Arena oder so. Während wir hier gemütlich am Plaudern sind, bin ich nochmal dabei, kurz meinen Schreibtisch ein bisschen klar Schiff hier zu machen. Corona-Impfpass packe ich mal zur Seite. Skills werden AFK gelevelt. Achso, brauchen die immer ein bisschen, ja? Ist das wie so ein Browser-Spiel? Für Geld muss man schon was tun, das ist gut. Ich finde das gut, wenn man in einem Spiel schon ein bisschen was machen muss. Ich mag das so ein bisschen. Herausfordernde Spiele sind so ein bisschen mein Ding. Aber nur ein bisschen. Muss ich ja ehrlich sagen. Good evening. What's good, Jane? Nice to have you. Sag mal, ein Skill kann von 16 Minuten bis 2 Tage da, alles klar. Läuft bei dir. It's low-key Monday, Jane. We're just pretty much relaxing here and looking into a game which I have had like a couple of times now on stream. And now I'm probably having it more regularly because it's just too fun not to play this game, in my opinion. And while we're talking, I'm just checking on which specifications I want to have, because I may have messed up my specifications there a little bit last time. There we go. Now we've got that, we've got that, we've got that, and we've got that. Cool. She's like the wind appearing from nowhere. Supposedly from nowhere. I'm tired. Monday, uni work has taken all my day, and that's going to be my summer. Are you tired because it's Monday, or are you tired because you haven't slept enough? I think there's quite the distinct difference, isn't there? I'm fairly good, actually. I'm fairly good. Today I'm actually a little bit tired as well, because I have slept good, yet I woke up unusual early for myself. So I have already 2 hours more of my day, have had 2 hours more of my day than I would usually have on a Monday. So I think my body is now like, yeah, we need to talk about that, Fengalf. Man braucht halt manche Skills, halt auch das machen zu können, was man will. Solange kann das AFK einfach gelevelt. Nice. Sehr schön. I didn't see that you are live because you're offline in Discord. Oh, we can change that. We can change that. I should change that even. There we go. I'm live now. There we go. Your body knows what it wants. Yep. My body just is used to be awake for a certain amount of hours. And usually I would get my like low point in 1.5 hours to 2 hours. But as I'm now like awake for 2 hours more already, my body right now would be like, yeah, it gotta be 10 right now. So please be tired. What's good, Pachman? Nice to have you. Yeah. Oh, we have been talking a lot about Japanese on my Discord on Saturday it was, and we've been looking into the very basics. So if you want to be part of that, make sure to join my Discord, and we may start to have that more frequent. Why is that? That's why. There we go. Now I should always be... Yes, nice. Good thing. I guess streaming is not exactly sleep rhythm friendly. No, it's not at all. Like, if I could manage, and if I know that most of you guys could join there as well, I would probably be streaming in the morning and go to bed at around like 10 p.m. ish. Just because I know that I sleep so much better before 12 a.m. than after. But usually I get to bed now like after 12 a.m. so I usually feel very tired in the morning. But I guess it is what it is. I'll be back in a sec, and then we're going to start playing Last Epoch. We're going to play the same character that we've already played, and that we've started to play a couple of weeks ago. And it is a hardcore character, meaning when we die, we die. It's for good. We cannot, we just cannot revive the character or functionally play the character. So with that being said, I will always already send you on the game screen. There we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have the sound there, and pause the music. Actually, we can bring some more upbeat music there. Now let's make it so that I can hear the music as well. And I will get myself a sugary drink now, so the tiredness will not get overwhelming. We're in old school difficulty, huh? Yes, we are. I follow this one streamer and his tweets are 60% or more. I can't sleep again. Poor guy. I can't sleep again, or I can't sleep enough? What do you mean? Let me know. And he's gone, and he's back, actually. He's back. Okay, let's look at what we've got. So this is a sorcerer, and the sorcerer is scaling with intelligence, getting 4 points of more damage for each intelligence point that we have. It's called Frenzibar, we know that. We have 447 health, we've got 125 mana, and some health regeneration, yada yada yada. I don't care about that right now. Our main goal for today is to get those resistances higher, way higher actually, so we don't die to that. And the idea of this character is to make as much damage with Elemental Nova as possible. Yet I know there is a skill that makes way more damage called Meteor, but considering that Meteor costs way more mana, almost 8 times the mana, pretty much 6 times the mana actually. No, 7 times the mana. So we could use this skill 7 times while this is being used 1 time. I guess this will make more damage. Not sure though. But then again, I just think that skill is a very cool skill. And the idea is that we teleport into the enemies, then we just electrify them. Maybe we will do some damage with Flame Ward. And then we can recharge our mana if needed, which we probably never need. We're on mana diet. Kinda. Weniger ist mehr. I just hear Mimi. Nah, you just wanna see the meteor. We will see what we can do with these spells up here that are up and coming. I should have picked the last time. I should have picked Spellblade, and not the actual, not the actual path that we took, which is Sorcerer. That's fine. And then I'm not sure where we've left off in the story, so let's go in there. And the stories are actually very mandatory to do because you gain a lot of passive points. And talking about the passive points, you have like 2 skill trees that you can spend passive points into, being the base class, the mage, and then the sorcerer class, or the class that you actually took. Each class has their own passive bonuses. In this case, we've got plus 50 mana. And spells deal increased damage equal to their mana cost. Increased damage. equal to the mana cost. That explains why Meteor makes so much damage. That explains a lot. So if we can spend more mana, does that increase? Do we have like increased mana? Each of the spells have their own skill trees as well. Not all of them. There are like a handful that that doesn't. But most of the spell trees do have their own. Most of the spells have their own skill tree. You can skill into 5 of them and use them more actively or less actively. And right now I want to know if we actually have the possibility to raise the mana cost on this skill, but yes, we have. It may be worth for us to actually go into this. Yeah, remove one spell. We may go into a freeze build here, because that's 8 more mana that we spend, which is good because we do more damage out of that. You just wanted to save mana? Well, it was not about saving mana. It was literally just me about using Elemental Nova as the main skill, because I like Elemental Nova as a skill. Somehow it doesn't matter much which game, and Fen is nerding over resource management. Nothing wrong with it though. That's a gaming style like any other. Well, technically, yeah. This is nerding around, yes, about resource management, but it is a very crucial one actually in this game. Because this game does punish you if you don't have good resource management. But that may be due to the fact that I'm actually playing actively Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you don't have good and fair resource management in Yu-Gi-Oh!, well, you're basically screwed. You're pretty much screwed then. What's the amulet? Ah, that's the amulet. We will have to replace the amulet soon, because that doesn't give us any bonus. And then, right now we are level 27, and we are in an area for level 23. So, we should have like easy game here. And I wonder whether I teleported into the wrong area actually. Let's see. We will find out in a second. Good thing about the frost is that we can freeze enemies, and frozen enemies don't do damage, and if they don't do damage, our character can't die. Easy as that. And we need to get that down. Getting some mana back here. Teleporting into the enemies. Is there one more? Yes, there is. Okay, let's get that over with as well. Should be done easy peasy. There we go. We've got a skill point. Now we have 7% more damage, and we now have the Ice Nova, which has a freeze rate of 40 actually. And I was about to look something up, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, the map. Oh yeah, okay, cool. So we don't have the waypoint here yet. I don't quite know why we are so far behind in the story actually. And I don't know why the game's lagging for me right now. I'll check into the graphic settings in a bit. But for some reason, the whole day already, it is giving me issues after playing the previous 1.5 hours already on a different character, and I had the same issues. I just don't know why. So let's go and here. Should be fine. Maximized window. That's how it should be set. Let's see if that changes a thing. Ich glaube, das sind jetzt der Karten. Da muss nichts berechnet werden. Ah, not quite sure if that's how it works. Okay, so this blue thing that we're seeing here now, every now and then, is so-called ward, and you can imagine it as a second life pool, temporary hit points for those who are playing Dungeons & Dragons. Shield. Yeah, this is basically what it is. I'm so confused. I think we should have had this area already. Because it feels like this is an area where we would be actually before we have our new class. So I wonder if there's a bug or something. Gosh, we are not doing any damage. Das hatte mein Anime auch immer geklärt. Da durften sie aber auch ihre eigenen Regeln machen. Also da hat das Spiel halt legit keiner Regel gefolgt. Chance to chill. Always nice to chill. Those enemies will just explode themselves if you're not doing enough damage. Go, poof, that one's gone.
I cannot do that.
Then we go up there. But before we do... Ooh, that's been a close one. They do a lot of damage, not gonna lie. Regeln sind da, um gebrochen zu werden. Ah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, what do we skill here? Gain more ward on teleport, because ward is keeping us safe, saving our lives. And then we've got a loot filter going on. That's recoloring helmets for some reason. Let's go into rarity and say that we don't want to see these items. Well, we want to see the rare ones, because we are right at the beginning. And that's it. This little fellow will now send us to back in time, or to a different timeline, where which is called the Ruined Era, where we have to actually get in there, get something for that creature so it lets us in, and as soon as we've got that, we can proceed with that quest, and this quest will grant us a passive point, which again will help us in progressing a lot, because passive points are fairly strong in this game. There we go. Map design is really good. Yes, it is. I do agree. Okay. I will have to rework the item setup that we're having, because certainly no good. Not at all. That I can spin to win with double katanas. That's 150% crit multiplier. Gotta grind to 70. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Cooldown recovery speed. No, we want to keep the intelligence, unless get some spell damage there. Adapt to spell damage to intelligence. Very good. But no cold damage. Well, there is cold damage, but that's 35% less than we have on the other one, so we keep that. Nothing really that we can change though, is there? We'll see how it turns out. Freezing the enemies. Teleporting right into them. Exploding the Frost Nova and seeing what we can do with that. I kind of played this game lately very much. Like very much. And I know most of the most of the maps already by heart. So I kind of know where we have to go, so we can skip most of the things. But still I want to show a bit of those maps, because they're very, very artistically and very, very beautiful designed in my opinion. There's a lot of thought also. There is some story, and the story is kind of good, but it's nothing groundbreaking in my opinion. Well, the thing is that we've spec'd into that. We need to remove these points. And then... is there anything? Yeah, we have to go down here. We have to take this one. As we changed now how we actually do our damage. We're not going to for lightning damage anymore. We are actually going to have the frost path now. It would make sense to actually change to those skill points, and I can show you in a sec how to do that. That's increased freeze. There we go. That's a lot of damage that we're gaining. A lot of damage. That's been just one click has been 100 damage per second. Doing us a good favor there. Converts a percentage of your current health into twice as much ward. Not sure if I like that. I like this one for sure. Ward retention will make it so that the ward slower declines. Or declines more slowly. Because we will lose this shield fairly quick if we don't have ward retention. Yet it is a second life pool, so we want to have it as long as possible. Which inherently with this character should come anyways, because we do have the intelligence we do have intelligence as the main stat for this character, which means that we do get more ward retention throughout the game, because intelligence actually does increase the ward retention. When we read it, it says each point of intelligence grants 4% ward retention and improves skills that rely on carefully studied magic. If we look down here into the scaling tags, we will find that this skill scales with cold, spell, and intelligence. So what does that mean? It does mean that we gain 4% increased damage for each point of intelligence we have, and it will be multiplied with the increased cold damage that we're having, which is funnily enough the lowest one of the 3 elements. And also it does scale with the spell critical strike chance, with the spell damage. And I think that's it. And then obviously with the critical strike multiplier. Apart from that, chill chance is a thing, but I think there's nothing more that it does actually scale with. Obviously, it uses the freeze rate multiplier as well. I think collecting points off a skill tree to reuse would be a pretty rare game feature in any RPG. Nice that they allow it there. Well, you can artificially decrease the skills level by doing that, so you can regain those skill points, which I like as well. All in all, this ARPG is offering a lot of different mechanics that are, at least for me, were in the beginning very overwhelming. Yeah, we're not doing enough damage. Not at all. Thinking that we are on level 24 on a map for area level 24, and that we are actually level 28, we're certainly not doing enough damage. That no one saw that. Let's not talk about that. Yeah, I may have to skill into the glacier there. Then again, what happened to our damage? Oh, I see what happened. Okay, cool. So we do have this skill, Preparation. Preparation is a skill that does... that comes from the passive skill tree of the mage. Down here we've got Preparation. Every 3 seconds we do 200% more spell damage. And our spells have a 200% chance to slow. Slow in this game can stack. So you can be slowed once, twice, and thrice. Up to thrice. And each time it slows by 20% or 30%, something around that number. We can look that up in the game guide, because the game's good and actually gives you a game guide. And if we look for slow, we see in the alignments that we can stack up to 3 times and 20% less movement speed for 4 seconds on the enemy. There's already the hint that there's going to be a multiplayer in this game, because the tooltip also said, or the lexicon there said, that the slow has 50% less effective, or is 50% less effective against other players. So there's going to be like PvP and this kind of stuff as well. AoEs do look very satisfying. They do a good job also on the customization, so we could go into the settings if we are not happy with how it looks, and into gameplay, and then we could say like we want to have like very high shake intensity, and most abilities do have the shaking. So if we do it, our screen wobbles even more. It makes it more impactful. Yet I'm kind of used to the normal setting, to the default setting. So we have like a little bit wobble there, a little bit shaking screen, and that's it. Last Epoch is great. Everything in this game feels satisfying. They've done a great job with combat and skill design. True. I feel that. I feel that to a very high degree, actually. And then again, the game, as we see up here, is still in beta. That's not even its final form. Reference. We're still waiting for most of the game to finish. There's like still new classes to come into the game, because every character, every base character that you are playing or that you can play is supposed to have 3 subclasses, and some of them right now have just 2. And they're basically programming as we're talking on the new classes and bringing in new features into this game, and I'm really excited to see where this game will go. It is early access, as I said, or beta on Steam. It does require kind of a lot of resources though for being in beta. But then again, if you look at it, it's fair use there. That's a ton of detail to keep in just one game. Yep. I mean, they want to compete with the large developer studios, right? They want to compete with Blizzard, and they want to compete against not only Diablo. They want to compete against I forgot the name, Path of Exile. And they did a great job. They did a really great job in getting the best out of the most ARPGs and put it into one game. There's actually like 3 or 4 more well-known ARPGs that are being played, and they literally went and just took the best out of it. Full stop. It's resource intense on ultra settings, yes, but you can scale it down for very smooth gameplay, even with a lower performance PC. I can't tell. I've set it to high settings and pretty much going very well with that, and we just died. Oh boy, seriously. Okay, that character is wrecked now. I'd be pretty happy if Blizzard could be kicked from this pedestal. I'm not sure. I think this is just some very healthy competition here. Going very well. Yep, I shouldn't have said it. Okay, let's look into a character that we have never played. Or into a subclass that we've never played. Which is kind of getting difficult now, because we're missing the Spellblade. Never played the Spellblade, never played the Paladin or the Forge Guard, yet I'm not a fan of the Sentinel. I just don't like it. I think we're going with a Primalist there. As a hardcore character, as a solo character. And obviously drop the bee gloves. Love me some uniques. And obviously we'll call it the Druid Miraculix. What's the title? I don't think it incorporates the Mage Desert, because we would have to update on the title. It's the What is even the title on my stream? I have no clue. I've got no clue. This whole game gives at least one Dungeon Master will make homebrew of this vibes. Does it? Hardcore solo characters. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Fine by me. Okay. We're going to, yeah, we'll go through this very fast. We'll have a lot of these plushies, and these plushies will be very strong. That's what we're going for. Not putting ourselves in too much danger there. Unless we want to be Wolverine and mess enemies up. Already off the gates, this character feels so much stronger than the mage that we just played. But that was due to the skills that we choose. Wolf Companion, we can have up to 2, I think. And as you can see, the wolf is making a lot of damage. I mean, we just started, and starting out a game, usually companions are very strong. But then again, in comparison, this druid is probably like the fastest class, the easiest class. Right in the beginning. It's not the fastest class though. That's a lie. The marksman, no, the rogue class is the fastest class. Quite literally the fastest class. But apart from that, impossible. Impossible. Bodybot is getting slow. Yep. So I thought the same. I was like, huh? That was a weird message there. But then again, it's doing its job, so it's fine. Gaining the level ups. Now we've got a passive point as well. Obviously we don't want to check our passive points while we're fighting. And now we're going for this, and then we're going for these ones. This one will gain 5% increased minion health, or 30% increased minion health on maximum, because we can skill 6 points into this, and it will give us 60 health, so that's a lot of survivability. We're certainly taking that, as we apparently doing enough damage right now. For some reason we're doing ridiculous amounts of damage. That's disgusting. Yeah, we will take anything that we can take, and this one. Yeah. Let's take a staff. It doesn't really do anything because it does. Wolfie does scale with spells. Therefore, it may very well be that we just dropped something that we can actually use. Yeah, adapt to spell damage. So Wolfie does more damage now. Or it should be. Wait a second. No, it does not. It does not. It has its own multipliers. Looking in here, seeing that we've got the minion tab, this is where Wolfie will scale with. Right now we've got like 5% increased minion health, and critical strike chance for minions are 5%. This dude is basically telling us that there's a shard that we need to collect, and that his daughter's in danger, and he's literally just caring about the shard, not about his daughter. Minion spell damage. It is. Now we can leap, and leaping is fun. Can that guy please just die? Thanks. And then again, I need to have this one over there. Ow! Don't do that. Game! Stop it! This needs to be that, and this needs to be that. Thanks. Just getting into that. Now we can place Thorn Totems, which will apply some damage. Not too much, actually, right now, because we don't have anything that scales with them. But damage is damage. If I could choose, Wolfie would shoot lasers. We can make him freeze enemies. We can't make him shoot lasers. We can have Velociraptors later on, though. So if that's a thing, and if that's a good excuse for not make Wolfie shoot lasers, then I will make us have Velociraptors. This is the first boss. Looked very cool the first time I've killed him. He's now having the fire barrier. Now we have barrier. We've got like 2 or 3 waves from here that are trying to get us down, which they really can't manage to do. And then we're just dismantling that that poor fellow. Consider this is meant to be a boss, and we just obliterating him. Obliterating? Obliterating? I think it's obliterating. Can we get a clever goal? Can't follow, but sure, clever goal. Oh, there's a relic. That's nice. That's good for us. Relics means, yep, that's a unique item, which actually does that whenever we do elemental damage, we gain 2% of that damage that we did as health back. Some life leech, basically. Also some chance to chill, shock, and ignite, which are alignments. And again, if we go into the game guide, we find alignments down here. And then we find that there's ignite, burning enemies, shock, basically making it so that the enemies can it does subtract some resistances and gives a chance to be stunned. And whatever the last one, I think chill it was, applies 12% less modifier for each. Reduces cast speed, attacks, and movement speed. That's what it does. Clever code. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, cool. Yeah, now I've got it. Obliterate. Oh, obliterate. Yeah, obliterate. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. There we go. Now we're talking to this dude who's telling us that we've teleported into a different timeline, and is explaining us that this timeline right here is ruined and that it's dangerous to be up here because of enemies and corruption. Pretty much what happens there. And right after this, I've stopped reading the texts, so I don't know what's happening after these. But we can read through them, because why not? Vitality. Spelling corrector. Well, I've asked, so. He's just doing the good stuff there. Already level 5. I feel like we are over leveling already. We need to rush a little bit more, because in 3 hours we should be able to get to the most through the most important stuffs there. Thorny leather armor, which is good. Reflect some damage, and have some physical resistance. Physical resistance, especially in the beginning, is very important. Void and physical resistance is what we want to stack for the first, I think, 4 bosses it is. Actually, after the first 3 bosses, we want to have the void resistance. I misspelled it anyways. Certainly is spelled with a T though. Are we all confused now? Is that what's happening? Some more health. There we go. Gotta talk to that one. He is now... Yeah, he's now basically telling us that we need to go to the council chambers. This one is telling us that there are 3 people that need help and that they got stuck in there. Which, as soon as we see where they're at, we will realize that they're not that stuck. And we would go from here, we would go southeast to that one. Once we've got that one, because that's the fastest route from what I've experienced. The wolf is already trying to attack the next enemies. Wolf already trying to level us here. It's a good wolf, it's a good wolf. And we'll not only have the wolf, we'll have more than 3 or 4 companions that we can actually summon. But we might not be able to summon all of these, because we may not be able to have as many companions out at the same time as we actually could summon. Because if we look into the stats, which I just tried to do, can't completely go, we will see that in minions it says 2 companions. So there's a difference between companions and minions. Companions are minions that actually have their own health bar, and you need to revive them. There are a few Ausnahmen. There are a few not excuses. Exceptions. Thanks. Brain's not working today. I don't know why. But for the main part, if you remember that, well, minions are actually every time with health bars. You're running good. Also, companions. Also, those companions are actually creatures that you have to revive. You have to revive your companions, opposed to minions. That totem, for example, counts as minion, as well as the wolf does, but the wolf actually counts as companion minion. Totems only do count as minions, therefore we don't need to revive them. They do have their own health bar up here, but down here, but they don't have one up there. And that's the indicator for you that you need to revive that one and not the other one. That's the game's logic there. Yeah, you got me to say it correctly, so. It's fine, it's good. You get the gute Nudelstern. No one points out, no explanation. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but we can roll with that. I'm fine with that. 2 points already. Okay, we are almost there to skill into the next part. Verkaufte Gütestern. Took a while to understand that, but yep. Fengalf approved. Melee lightning damage, I don't care about that. I care about minion damage. None of them offer. Literally none of them offer. Come on. We don't care about these. We'll gather enough money anyways throughout the game, so let me really quick go into there we go. This one should have all the affixes that we need. But I can duplicate that one. I think, yes, I can. Oh, oopsie. Delete that one. Take this one. Call it Primalist for now. Confirm. And then add minion. Confirm. There we go. That's good, Mephistopheles. Nice to have you again. The meme man has landed. Meme lord himself. Yeah, how was your guys' weekend? I had a very good weekend actually. And it was way more relaxing than I thought it would be. Are we going with more damage right in the beginning? I think so, right? Let's go for more damage so we can rush through the game. Weekend was calm and relaxed. Did only a few things. But that matches the busy week before. Yeah, you've been quite active, right?
Impossible.
Nose is itchy. Nose is itchy. There we go. Should be good with that already. There we go. And there's the boss. This one's just like a minor boss. Not really a boss in my opinion. Because he's... That one's like one of the easiest bosses that you could possibly kill in this game. 49 billable hours, so not too much, but also not inactive. I mean, 49 hours is already a lot.
I see. I do not recognize you.
Sure. Accept that quest, get over here, accept that quest, get over there, accept that quest. Oh. Sounds like a plan. Take this one. Now we do one quest in here, we go back to the map that we've, to this map. Wait, we need to go one map further to this map, then we go back to this map and go up to the primary goal. The golden one is already the always the primary goal. The primary goal. Nice, new ring. And then we come back later on for what I think is 2 more quests into that area. Now we go back this way because down there are spawning more enemies and there's no chance for us to kill more enemies than we need to. The game does a really balanced job in actually giving you all the levels that you do need. And then again, the wolf is killing enough while we're just walking, so easy peasy. That was a quest. 6 hours. What? Okay, I will have to read that in a sec. It's kind of a lot. What happens when you're out on a job and have paid for accommodation 3 minutes from the job. Accommodations. What? Come on, Fingolf, you gotta read properly. Let's not die here. That's what I meant. Like now we're starting with the void damage already. We need some void resistances because this game will brutally butcher you if you don't have any void resistance, especially in the beginning part. Making sure that these enemies die before they can actually unlive us. And also your travel driving times are paid as working hours. Well, okay, that's a nice bonus. Like really good. 6 hours or the 49 were just travel. Off the 49 were just travel. But that's paid as equal full work hours. That's nice. I misclicked. I'm now a Void Knight. No. I mean, Whirlwind Void Knight actually does work. It should work fine. We're doing really good damage here. Not every character can kill these enemies so fast, so quick. So we're doing a really good job on our damage. We're doing a good job on actually scaling everything as it needs to be. And I just jinxed it again, didn't I? Ah, crap. Okay, now we do have the waypoint to teleport back. We hand in these 2 quests, and then we pick up 2 more quests and follow the main quest again. I'll figure something out, I guess. Yeah, well, you have to. There's no yes or no to that. Taking these gloves. This quest you can hand in at this and this character, but
might be your best.
I think it is a bug because, but maybe that's because I haven't read it. Because if you port back to this map, you usually have 3 quests shown, but you can only hand in 2. So this really then depends. 30% elemental resistance, fairly good, will help us tremendously, but that's just elemental resistance. We still have 0 void resistance, which is really bad for us. Now we've got 4 unspent points. We will obviously skill now, and we want to have this one because this one will apply. This one will apply here as well on our minions. But for now, we go with more damage for the minions. And I think there's nothing that gives more. Okay, so we're skilling into this one more point. We're skilling these ones, and then that one, and then we go into the Beastmaster. I guess accepting the quest. These ones don't have the quest yet. That's the second time that we're going back here, and then there's one more time where we gain 2 more quests, and then we're done with this area and going back to forward to the next chapter, basically. So really going for Beastmaster? Yes, I do. I thought about going for Druid because you can transform yourself into mighty werebeasts, but I want to test the Beastmaster. No luck. I usually go up here to see if there's a shrine. Shrines will have powerful effects that will make that you gain more mana back and this kind of stuff. Or that you have 100% crit chance and this kind of stuff. But there is no shrine this time. I will show you as soon as we get one more shrine, because we already saw like 2 or 3 shrines. For now, let's use Eter's Blessing. I want to have this one. Eter's Blessing is a healing spell that we can empower our minions with. Now our wolf goes rampage if I heal them, and they do 50%, no 100% more damage. Yeah, for 4 seconds they do 100% more damage, and they do have an increased size of 20%, so they just look more menacing. Yes, you are fast. That's a lot of movement speed there. 71% is a lot of movement speed. If you guys think we are fast right now with 22%, think about how this would be if we would have even more. Just making sure. Yeah, that's the downside to have a wolf as your main source of damage. You can't control which enemies. Oh, you can control. I can just click the A button and it will automatically just attack what I hovered my mouse over. So we'll just make it that the wolf will keep attacking the actual boss. Just amplifying its damage as much as possible. There we go, boss done. Now we get the first rift, if you will, so where we have to slay. Is that the one with the fire dragon? No, we just have to go through it. This is the first time that we encounter dinosaurs. According to your character's apparel, it's Unga Bunga time. Kinda. Welcome to the welcome to the stream, Skulkin. Wait, yeah, that's the first time where we, as I said, first time that we encounter the dinosaurs. There we go. Just jumping from left to right. I'm part of the gummy bears. We're jumping from left to right. That's what we do. And what looks like I'm just running through things is literally me knowing what to do and when to do. Because the first time you're playing this game, you're certainly not that fast. You're certainly not that fast. Unless you already have some knowledge over the game, because you will have to read through everything. And this is just a character that I already have played and that I have took some time to start analysis on skills and this kind of stuff. And some calculations. So if you will, so this is my my home character, my main character. That's why I claim to know a little bit about the character. But then again, you can't really calculate things because you don't know how much the wolf is doing in damage. We don't get the damage per second there. Which usually you would have, but not for companions apparently. Oh boy. They do a lot of damage. Let's see if we can pick up some items with resistances, because right now we shouldn't be our main source of damage, but we are. So we can change that by just picking up items that actually offer us some protection. and make it so we don't die too fast. I just want to have a character that gets up to level 70 in hardcore and not dies before, apparently. So this is a fire enemy. He will come out of this anvil. We have to defeat some waves from left to right. And he will have 3 attacks. 3 attacks, 2 attacks, 3 attacks. He will basically ooze molten lava, magma, and bring up a puddle of mana, in which we don't want to step because that is a lot of damage coming in there. And then he has one where he spits fire and breathes fire. And he's got one more attack that just slipped my mind. And then again, our main quest here is really just getting some resistances. Good thing is that we already have 29% fire resistance. So we already saw now 2 attacks of him, and I think he's got one more, but I'm not sure. Oh well, he can punch, obviously. Or maybe he has just these 2 attacks. That's fine, that's good for me. Fair enough. We don't want to stand in that. We have 2 health potions that we can carry right now. And we've got... we can carry more if we find suitable armor, apparently. Yet, again, right now we can just carry 2 potions because we only have 2 potion slots. And if we wanted to have more, yeah, that's 10% more damage against more resistance than the damage. We're not doing that. Taking all the fire damage. That's what he's for. Like literally, he's my tank. He's my damage. He's my everything. He is the character that we are. This character that I'm controlling is literally just acting in behalf of the wolf. Oh, there's a cat moving around in the background. And then again, we're healing the wolf, so usually the wolf would have died already like 3 times when I would play not with companions, or not mainly on with companions. His damage is just too good to neglect, because he has like a special buff that I can activate. When I press Q again, it will everyone who is affected by his buff will give us 50% more damage. Or give those characters affected 50% more damage, which are allies, practically, and basically just allies. So yeah, again, he is our damage. Impossible. And then this character is really fun, just because you can jump into practically everything, throw some ice thorns, and let your wolf do the work, and be a happy creature. To just great time, because just great times to be alive, I guess. We get 1 more point into this. Now we have a Sabertooth, which is our second companion that we can now get. And I think we will do that instead of the totems, because it's a permanent character. We don't have to... There we go. That we don't have to cast all the time. So we're saving some mana there. And also I can use my Bless on that creature as well to heal it up. And also I can make it so that Bless will heal this creature and then any creature around that wolf. Now we need to see how this is turning out, because this is a very, very strong enemy that has a lot of damage potential. We're not moving fast enough. For the most part, we will just hide behind. Never mind. There's a lot of damage potential there. And I don't like it. Just making sure that we're doing as much damage. Someone send a vet. Not really. Apparently we're doing things right this time. Not as the first time as I've tried to level up this character. But then again, the game is very strict and very direct on letting you know which characters or how they intend you to play the characters. Let's put it that way.
You fought well. You will find peace in death.
There we go. That may be a very good shield for us. Nope. Nope, we already have a very good shield. Okay. Do we have some skill points? We don't. Do not yet. Okay, those are like the 3 quests that are set that we can hand in now. And now we should have like one more quest here, I think, which will lead us to the next
And reform the Epoch.
to the next...
Gods be with you.
How's it called?
Stay safe.
Chapter. That's the word that I'm looking for. To the next chapter. Passive point, spend, items. Now we've got idols. Idols are basically just attributes that we can add, and we need to puzzle them in here. And we get all these fields, but the middle one, to make it a little bit more challenging, I guess. Necrotic resistance is a good one as well. We will take that over the other one because we don't need fire damage on minions. None of our characters, of our minions, are actually doing fire damage right now, so we just take the money there. We take the money here as well, and handing in this. Cool.
Do not dwell on
Got
regret.
another level up there. You have increased health, and every 3 seconds your next hit restores your health, which is really good because that will buff our minions later on. I think also applies to your minions, and when you trigger Hunter's Restoration, your minions gain increased damage for 3 seconds. The healing does apply there as well, so we will go into that deep as we can. This is now 12 points in here. We need 20 points to be able to get to Beastmaster, and obviously the quest for it. So we're 12 points in here. We get 6 points into that one because I want to be able to revive them as soon as possible. And therefore we are at 18, 19, 20. Yeah, I will have to put in some points in here. Yeah, we will see. We will see. We will put. Yeah, we will put 2 points in here. Probably 3 points to be on 15. Yeah, we have to. We have to put 3 points in here to be at 15, and then we skill into this one most likely. Now taking the other quest, as I said, 2 more quests, and we get to open this door now, which there's a sigil that we couldn't open before. Are the bee gloves affected? Yep, they are. Every minion that you create is affected by your minion buffs, as far as I know. Which is just too fun. Would be really great if the game would actually show us when our buff is ready. Maybe with the next version. We may actually keep the ice thorns for later, just so we can every now and then hit the enemies to trigger the skill that we've just skilled into, because it applies a heal, and it will apply this heal to our minions as well, which again is our max priority to keep them alive. Because if they are down, we will get down pretty certainly too. Feels really smooth though, how we're getting through this right now. More experience, always good. This is one of these shrines, which are getting you random effects. Down there is the creature that actually makes the sounds. I wish you could go down there and slay that enemy, but you can't. Wonder if it's possible to change wolves' attack tactics. JRPG game series Tales as a system to give tactic commands to attack weak or strong enemies, conserve HP or mana. They don't have any mana points, so there's no real reason to. They're basically always on aggressive. The only thing that you can do is you can literally tell them which enemy to attack. That is a very good drop that we just received. We have now 30% less elemental damage taken, which is not even applied to these ones. It just says flat whenever there's elemental damage, we get 30% less, which is stronger than these stats, because these ones, the stats that we saw behind my camera, these stats can be lowered below 0. Stats that don't get into this and are actually on your item are not calculated into that. So this one's a really strong one. I don't care about the other things, because we do elemental damage. Yes, it's nice to have some more damage there, but apart from that, these two are now our damage. Now we've got one more minion, the Ice Beetle, because of the shrine that we just activated. We can see it wandering off already. And this one's a trap. Never go there. I've went there way too often. Don't do that. Don't go there. As you can tell, I've experienced a lot, or I'm quite experienced, especially in the beginning areas, because I've seen them like now 12 times or something like that, 15 times maybe. That is what it feels at least. 15 times it can't be quite, but probably like 8 to 9 times already. Skilling into that one because we need to. Nothing in the skill points. Cool. There we go. Cool. So we're going back up here. Now we're just... This is now like the main part of this game. We're just running through the level. We're killing the enemies. Making sure that they die quick. And I was about to say painful, but let's not hope that they're dying painful. They didn't do anything like against us. This one was just a heal from our spell. Another heal. It works, that's good. And we're back to full health. Every 3 seconds we can regain some health, which is good because then we don't need to use the heal on ourselves. We don't need to use the potions. Although the potions do heal our minions as well, we skilled into that. And it actually has 300% effectiveness because the minions do have way more life than we do have. But they do have less armor, I think. They don't have resistances, anything like that. Something like that. So any heal is really very much appreciated for those minions. We could basically run through the whole map and just pile all minions on, or all the enemy minions on one area. But as they do this void damage here and have like high stun chances and this kind of stuff, I don't like to do that, especially for this map, because especially for this area, because this is no fun realizing just too late that they're doing a lot of damage. You don't want to end up in issues like that. And as we can already see, we have pulled too many enemies there already. One of our companions already died. That's what I meant. Now we have a big problem. Cool. Okay, I think we survived that. That's been the first very critical situation here. Whew. That's been a close call. Very close call. Oh, let's not repeat that, please. That's fine. Dodge rating, void minion damage, don't care about that, but we do have some dodge rating here. Dodge rating is basically that one, and we have a 5% dodge chance, which is practically nothing. Yeah, we need to be very careful. This character thrives with equip, and not having equip is actually the pitfall of this character. And as we don't have any equipment right now, well, can we please just attack this one, because that's the boss. Thanks. Now we can attack what you want. Every now and then I'm just pressing the A button because that tells our minions to attack specifically one enemy. So yes, we can actually we can actually manipulate the behavior of the enemies, of the companions. We can't really change the tactics of them, because tactic is kill everything you see. Quite literally. Yeah, we take this one. This one was Flurry Swipes from our Tiger Companion, which basically just deals a lot of damage. Just making sure that we are making use of all the skills that we actually have. There are quite a lot of skills that we're actually using right now. Usually I'm used to just play with one skill or two max. This character utilizes a lot of skills. The loadout seems to be the enemy loadout seems to be pretty much always the same, which is good and bad. Good because you can speed run, bad because, well, it should be different and feeling fresh every time. Then again, this is not the main game. The main game is then to grind the items and to get better and better and better, which we may be able to do from level 40, which we will not hit today, pretty certain. Not with the pace that we're having right now. You can level to level 40 in, I would say, like 2.5 hours. But you would need to have already some equipment, and you would need to have to be way more reckless than we can be right now. Oh, need to sneeze, 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 need to sneeze. There we go. Okay, we need to get over there, but we need to go all around the whole map, basically, to do that. Although we should be able to just jump up there, quite literally, but who needs to jump? As soon as we've got these enemies defeated, I would like to actually look into the skill tree there. This one, Maelstrom, certainly a nice attack, but we don't play with that. And then I want to look into this one. Wolves have a chance to howl on kill. This does not expand Howl's mana cost or put it on cooldown. This is really good. This is really good. Just gives us some free damage every now and then. Obviously, will not be very often. But as most bosses, I think almost every boss will spawn like minions. It is even helpful against bosses, so that's fine. This howl was done because I told the minion to. That was a close call again, making it way too close here. That is what I said, like, we don't have any void resistance, and without void resistance these levels are really deadly. Only thing that we are finding is minion health, and I don't like that. We need minion damage. We do need minion damage. And a lot of that. Ouch. Good job there, not dying. Oh, that was a howl that the wolf actually did. Didn't cost us any mana, didn't put it on cooldown. And in optimum, we will not have the flurry. We will not have the tiger, but only the wolf, because the wolf will actually, yeah. We want the wolf to howl as often as possible, right? To have the maximum output on damage. which we will not have if we do have the tiger out. But then again, if we have 1 tiger and 2 wolves, that would be really great. We can skill so that we have more, more companions. Just trying my best here to keep everything alive. And we are out of mana. And we've got a rampant tiger. Tiger just be like, I kill this, I kill that, I kill this, I kill that, I kill this, I kill that, and I'm like, no, we don't have any mana. Don't do that. But that's fine. I need to start using my health potions, I guess. Because that's the next way to heal. To heal our minions. I took this route. We could have faced the quest mob there earlier. This is like a patrolling quest mob, but I took this because it gives us more experience. And as I feel like we're slacking off right now in damage a lot, I thought I will just go and get some more experience. As I said, these levels seems to be actually predefined, preset, so you know where the groups of enemies are that you want to face in order to level fairly quick. Now we've got the Stormcrows. I love the Stormcrows, and I use them on a different build, but I don't think they will be helpful for this build, so I will not skill into them. You can have up to 3 of them if you skill the proper way, or a proper way, and they can boost your damage quite insane. But then again, no need to, because, well, yeah, we want to have like one singular source of damage, because that's the easiest to boost your damage. What is that? Increased minion health. Why always increased minion health? Why can't it be increased minion damage? Not happy about that. This one and this one. No, we're going for this one. And then, which one was it? Companions, you also heal for a portion of that amount, and then is cast on. Nope. There we go. We're going on this, then we're going on that, because that's more damage. Oof! For a second there, I thought I died because I saw the escape screen. But I literally just pressed escape, so everything's fine. We didn't die. Woo! Yeah, I need to move. I need to stop trying to make damage. But just move. Very high void damage, that's true. Okay, cool, now we can proceed. This took way too long for the experience it gives, but all the minions we took make up for it. Yeah, we may or may not have to look into actually addressing our damage issue. Maybe we just take a different skill, not sure, because that's really not doing any damage. None of our skills are. And that's bad. That's bad. That's what I mean, like the void damage is insane. Void damage is just ridiculous, especially in the beginning. everything will just kill you that has void damage. Therefore, we need to make sure to find something that gives us void damage, or we need to craft something, some item that gives us void resistance, not damage. And then again, we need a belt. Any belt would do, actually. There we go. Killing as many enemies as possible. Again, we're leveling fairly quick. We are on par with the level that we should be for this area. And then there we go. And then being like 1 or 2 level above will make it way easier to get through these levels. This one will certainly make sure that we survive longer and that our minions survive longer, so we take that one any day. Mana regen does its trick. Go, we can just ignore that one enemy. Will follow us anyways, because enemies do follow in this game quite a long time. Oh crap, I needed to use a potion here. We should be able to manage this. Even without mana, we can heal our minions. We just need to use a potion, and as we're constantly losing life anyways, we can just use that to our advantage in form of actually using the potions. Because you can't use a potion if you actually have some health. Okay, is there something wrong with the loot filter? We need to remove this one. Need to have this one. Minion. There is something wrong with the loot filter. I didn't properly save it. There we go. Update. Thanks. I hope we will start finding some items here. On the other hand, that has 70% void resistance. Health potions. Let's see if we now actually get some items. That would be really great. That's that enemy. We want to kill all the enemies before we go into the next area. All enemies that are attacking us, because they do keep attacking you while you're loading the game. This is still a bug in the game, and I hope they will fix it soon, but they haven't fixed it yet, so we'll have to live with it. That's practically how we go. Also, mana cost for both pets are just way too high. Like if we keep having both pets. So this guy here is stuck in this contraption, and he's asking us for mercy to kill him. And for that we need to destroy 3 machines that he actually is powered by, if you will so. So we're going around and doing that, just helping him out to die, so we actually can follow the path behind it and find ourselves in in the next area. There we go. That one's the first machine. Now we're on our way to the second machine. Just lasering all the ice shards there. Wolf Howl is real. Tons of it, actually. Yeah, please don't. That's a very good comment there. Do not die here. Very important help and very important sentence there. Rune of Shattering, that doesn't help us actually with our situation. Okay, now we need to kill that one. And that's like the second one. We need to do it one more time and then we'll finally get to free that poor guy who's stuck there for... I think they're referring it as eternity. So he's stuck there for a very long time already. There we go. Tuned leather boots of life. Let's see. Those sounds like vitality boots. Not sure if we want that. Okay, we're getting some visitors here. Making sure to assist my pets here, because that's literally what I am, a pet assistant. Obviously trying not to die. There we go. And keep leveling up the possibilities to revive our pets as fast as possible. This character is kind of exhausting. Because again, in the beginning you're doing so little damage, and if you know how much damage you can do with other characters, especially in the beginning, it's tough. It's a tough one. You have returned. I can sense that the soul repositories have been destroyed. Excellent work. I wish I could grace you with the Emperor's gift and the riches of conquered gods. Alas, that time has long passed, and all I have to offer is the Fialkari binding me to this world. Now I recommend you can stand back. Tearing it from this body may prove volatile. There we go. And poof. There we go. Now we jump into the next level. Let's see what those boots have. So attunement scaling gains mana efficiency 2%. Not really what we're looking for. Oh, we do look for. What is on these ones? We don't need the minion health, so we're fine with just saying we're going for this one. 3 achievement there. And now something you haven't seen me doing, we're actually crafting. We want to craft this one. Okay. This one is as high as we can go. Okay, never mind. We will not craft, I guess. That's what the game just told us. Still need a new weapon there. Whatever weapon it will be. Hopefully it will be a weapon soon. Stacking attunement actually gives us mana, which is really good, because we can heal more with more mana. Sounds logical. And also it does make that we gain more effects. In this case, we do gain, apparently, mana efficiency. Quite a lot. Enemies are spawning here. Seemingly fairly slow. And already we can tell that we're taking way less damage by just 14% void damage that we are decreasing. Standing here because there will be tons of enemies. Tons of enemies that are waiting for us on this map. And especially those who are actually using, and I think exclusively those who are making and dealing physical and void damage, and both of which we take a lot of. So therefore I want to be really careful with this map and not overdo it. And then there will be a licketing in the end of this map waiting for us to yeah, to kill us, I guess, to protect the chest. It doesn't really make sense why it's there, but it is there. There we go. As soon as we see a health potion drop, I will use my health potion. But we don't see it, so we will just heal the wolf right now. That's just a little dead end there. Makes actually good sense to kill all the enemies, considering that we do want to fight a boss and we don't want to fight these enemies. And hopefully the tiger didn't just pull more enemies. This is kind of annoying sometimes, that your pets will start pulling everything, the whole map, if you're in bad luck. Now we've got the licketing that I've talked about, white centipede, got a very long tongue. Kinda scary. Kinda scary. But we're doing really good damage now. For some reason we just gained a lot of damage. And I don't know why, but it's fine. It's good. Two-handed land weapon. Doesn't gain us anything if we do that. Funnily enough, usually I'd be happy to see that, and very happy to see that item. Because it scales with level, but it doesn't do anything for us right now. Quite literally. Not in this case. Traveling back there, we're not walking back, no need to. Heading in the quest. Yeah, I'm not sure. We're losing 3 adaptive spell damage, which is lowering the damage of this one. And we lose 51% minion health and 7 elemental resistance. No, that's not worth it. That's not worth it. We'll just put it into the chest and see if we can use it later on. I don't think so, but maybe. Sometimes you switch your strategies throughout the game, so maybe we will do. Maybe not. There we go. Whee! I just love that jump. I just love it so much. That's the next enemy, and I'm a little bit scared to fight it, but we have to, so we will. Gotta concentrate, so I'll be really quiet throughout this fight, probably, because he has like multiple attacks that are very deadly. That's the first one, and that's the second one. He does 2 of these ones. So you guys concentrate on that one, please. And yeah, you don't want to stand in the lightning. And any of these lightning effects, actually. For some reason, the tiger just decided to go full on into that lightning. Ah, crap. Misclicked there. Brain's not properly working, apparently. We're doing good amount of damage. We're not doing splendid, but we're doing a good amount of damage there, actually. When the wolf is bigger than the tiger. Larger. Ah, crap. What was that? It was not even properly standing in there. But we do gain more revive speed. Because we're putting the passive points into this one. And revive speed is already increased by 15%. I think in this game the... I do believe that in this game the skills... What was that? Oh, come on. Will we ever do it? No Wolfie anymore, ladies and gents. That's been Wolfies. Anyway. Let's see. Creating the next character. Can't play the Falconeer. Can play the Lich. And I guess that's what we're going to do. Well, that's a restart. That's a restart.
I wonder if any of Welrun's elders remember me. They'll realize exiling me was a mistake.
This time, learned that we will not start with having a loot filter, actually. That was probably not the smartest. One could go for Necromancer now, because the Acolyte actually is the Necro. It just died like a minute ago. By physical damage, I could swear I was at like at least 30% health, and something finished it. Like, poof, gone. And I'm really annoyed. But I had the same issue like the first time. Like the first time I played a Primalist, because I didn't had any damage. Yet it was my own fault, because I literally had the loot filter of Doom there, just showing all the items that I would need in late game. So we would certainly not do that again. Yeah, we're going for this one. We're going to have not a Necromancer this time. We're going to have a Lich, because that's the last class, or one of the last classes that I've never played. I will not look too deep into the Sentinel until the next patch, because I hope that the next patch will do something good for the Sentinel, so it actually feels rewarding. But for me it doesn't at all, so no need to play it. Nice trying, nice, that's very good. Yeah, I've been at the first electricity boss there, where I died with the Primalist, which has like 3 attacks. It puts bolts on lightning bolts, AoE lightning bolts on the floor, and these lightning bolts are fairly gruesome, because they do quite a lot of damage if you step into them. I managed to sidestep most of them. I even managed to sidestep his second attack, where he actually shoots just a straight up laser, electrical laser, in your face. I think I've been hit like for 1 time damage or something like that on that. But I didn't manage to dodge his minions that actually followed me, and I didn't do enough damage to kill them, apparently. Okay, now this time increased damage and minion damage. We don't need the minion damage. I want to have the armor actually. Armor and necrotic resistance. I'll start with the intelligence. We'll go there for intelligence. Gains health and increased damage. Nice. Increased damage, gains health and healing effectiveness, and increases damage. That's fine. So we're going for intelligence there, because we do get free necrotic resistance. Free resistances is just too good. Right now we're playing pretty much based on trading our health for damage. That's pretty much the beginning of the Acolyte. But that would change hopefully fairly soon. We could play with Wandering Spirits. But I feel like we would start with the arrow shards. We're going for the double cast chance. There we go. Wondering right now. That was a smart idea to go for marrow shards. I need to check if the second cast costs us life as well. When you directly cast marrow shards, you have a chance to immediately cast a second instance of marrow shards. The additional cost does cost health, and that's a problem. So as soon as we hit level 9, we need to go for Rip Blood to actually have our health regain. That doesn't cost mana apparently, but 9% of current health. But that's 9% of current health, which is good. So we cannot die from that. Very, very relieving to know.
You shall burn!
Feel my wrath.
Defy Raye's will!
Yeah, we're doing fine damage there.
My will tear you apart. Raye's, aid me!
There we go. Way less adaptive damage. We're not going for that one. Especially in the beginning, as we don't have any multipliers right now, we do need the adaptive damage to do some damage at least.
What just happened? This place. Fascinating.
Bless Satera's name.
There we go. And we're back to, yeah, to that area. Shouldn't take us too long to get actually back to where we were. Because this character has way more early on damage than the other one. The Primalist seems to be kinda neurotic for not having early on damage. Because again, the Primalist does scale heavily off equipment. Unless, of course, you do play him in the beginning as a melee class, which I should have done. In hindsight, I just realized I should have done that. Not going for the bleed chance. No. I don't feel like anything in this is worth anything. Seriously. Spec. Despecialize. Rip Blood. There we go. Whatever is in here is most likely way more worth than the other. Rip Blood hits have a chance to create a blood splatter at the target, dealing damage to other enemies around it, but not the original target. Rip Blood has significantly higher chance to make a blood splatter, but costs mana. This blood splatter cannot occur if you're out of mana. Okay, take both of these, easy peasy. Cool. I wish I would have my teleport skill already. Mobility skill, kinda neat, not gonna lie. Skill costs 6 mana now. Fine with that. But we don't have an AoE spell anymore right now. Well, it is kind of an AoE spell that we're playing with, but only kind of. No need for the sword. Really no need. Do you remember the campaign I told you about? The one when I'm creating one of the others. One of the other characters is named Fighterson McMealy Man. I love this combo. Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds really good. Actually does sound like a lot of fun. But then again, just wait for things to happen. Don't anticipate too much yet. I just want to have the teleport skill now.
Feel my wrath.
There we go. Blood Rip, I think, is the skill called, and we do get it later. Way later. Takes so much time. Transplant, level 30. We now have a melee spell, which not sure if I like it. There we go. Damage is there. Nah. Still not what we need. For a second there I was like, why do we have such a skill, such a high... What's that? Increased spell damage. A lot. And that's good. That's a good combination that just dropped there. Get this, we get that. Fire resistance, really neat. That's even better. But it doesn't reduce the spell mana cost. Yeah, we still go with it. Cool. Good damage there. Yeah, for a second I was like wondering why I was making so much damage. And then I realized I just clicked the critical hit strike shrine. So naturally I would do a lot of damage now.
Gods be with you.
This time knowing that this is the second time I play the Acolyte now. And now I know that actually the intelligence score is worth a lot. Like a lot. We could go for Hungering Souls here. Oh. I would have to click the right button. And as we can see, tons of damage already. Yep. And that's mainly due to the fact that that we have so much intelligence already. For some reason, I feel like Rip Blood does make more damage than Hungering Souls. That may be because Hungering Souls, I think, is a dot damage over time skill. Let's see. Seeks out enemies. On hit, they deal necrotic damage and then possess the target. Possessed enemies take necrotic damage over time for 1.5 seconds. Enemies cannot be possessed by multiple souls at once. Exactly. So it is a damage over time. So I may have to switch these. I think it makes more sense to actually fight with a skill that primarily fight with a skill that does like instant damage and also heals me over a skill that actually does deal damage over time. Less damage. Actually, increased cast speed is awesome. And Vitality is awesome as well. Lightning resistance, really, really helpful because as we remember, we will have an enemy right now, or very soon, that is actually casting lightning spells. There we go. Good thing is now we have like 3 companions or 3 minions, not companions. As we explained earlier, there's a difference between companions and minions, actually. And those skeletons are no companions, they're just minions. They didn't make it to be companions. Right now, this spell, this skill setup feels very rewarding because we do have a lot of survivability while still having lots of damage. There we go. What's happening there?
Go on. I'll be right behind you.
There we go. Don't worry, I've played with the Dungeon Master a lot before. I already know what I'm getting myself into. That's good. That's good. Knowing your Dungeon Master is almost as important as knowing what you want to play. Almost.
Do not recognize you. Farewell.
Oh. Yeah, we would just refuse. You don't get your favor. Accept.
Hey there, want to try your luck?
Yes, sounds like a plan. And then a nearby death, dark rituals, increased minion attack speed, increased minion cast speed. We don't care for these ones, and we don't care for that one as well, actually. So we will keep skilling into that one, and then we start skilling into that one. Maybe into that one. Maybe we take these 2 points. Yeah, we may do that. Although this one's really nice. Yeah, but for now we're just going with the intelligence points there. That's 4% more damage on our skill, so of course we're taking that one. Now we've got a portal to teleport. Yep, we've got it. That's our pathway now. Wrecking the interior. This time we just take the other route. Like, just because we can. No need to really. Yet I saw that there's a an actual shrine, so that's why I went for this. Yeah, in hindsight, I'm so annoyed that I didn't actually deactivate the loot filter, because we could have still be playing with the Primalist now. That's annoying. But that's own stupidity there. The game is not like in charge for me thinking. So current progress, level 8. We are right on target with the levels there. As I said, we got the level up. Nice. New slot opens, and when that new slot opens, we may go for Wandering Spirits just because we can, and then I want to see if we can have something that makes them permanent or something like that. Fearing enemies is really good. I feel like I feel like that makes sense to have them appear more often. Made bad decision, Mr. Streamer. Very bad gamer. No, the game's not bad. The game's totally not bad. But then again, why do other characters than the Primalist feel so powerful? Then Mr. Streamer bad. If you say so, if you say so. Oh yeah, right. We've got that spell now. Nice. Okay, cool. So we put this one, that one, that one. 5 necrotic damage. That makes physical damage. Don't care about necrotic damage. So it's gone.
Feel my wrath.
Adaptive spell damage. Okay, that's a fixed value. Increased spell damage. 24%. That's a lot. Nice. I just realized that the life pool that we're having right now is significantly lower than with the Primalist. Which shouldn't be, like, too surprising. The Primalist can be played as a close combat character. Yes, we will need that one. And also, we've skilled into like 25 or 50, maybe 100 life that we could have more, or that we had more on that character, so that explains the gap of 100 life there. Wait a second, for this character, for this bosses we will still have to have this one because that has lightning resistance. Yeah, that will be a very slow boss here. We don't have quite the boss damage right now. But we're working on it, Pretty certain we'll soon have enough close combat damage. But then again, we downed all of them fairly good in one go. I think we're good on damage. There we go. Handing in all the quests. This time we're not doing any elemental damage, and therefore I think we're going for this one. Ah, okay, we have to go for this one now.
Try your luck.
Never mind.
Good luck out there.
Cool.
We all need
Thanks
it
for
now.
the amulet. Bringing less health actually. But we do gain health on crit, so that's fine. Now we're going for the other rope because the other rope actually has void resistance. And I do like myself some void resistance where we're going right now. 2 quests blinking, find the armory and reach the... What was it? Reach the precipice. Precipice? There's nothing here, no totem here, or no shrine there. But there's one this time, there's one up here. So we take this one, damage reflection 300%, that's really good. Most enemies will just kill themselves now hitting us. Which is good because we do have a lot of sustainability. And having a lot of sustainability actually means that we can afford to be hit. Does not count for our minions though, I think. They don't have the... they don't have the buff of damage reflection. What's good, Air Galaxy? Was geht? Einen wunderschönen guten Abend. Ich habe ich auch ewig nicht gesehen. Wie geht's? Wie steht's? Wir schnetzeln uns hier gerade durch ein paar Gegner durch. Tatsächlich der zweite Hardcore-Charakter, den wir heute spielen. Weil wir den anderen gegen die Wand gefahren haben. Der dritte Hardcore-Charakter, Entschuldigung. Precipice. Precipice? Precipice. Sounds like the Italiana. Precipice, precipice. Yeah, we're doing actually quite a lot of damage comparatively to the to the primalist. This is insane what we just did. Like the speed we've killed that enemy. That's sexy. Was soll man sagen? Was soll man sagen? Single target damage is great. Yep, it is. Even AoE is like mid-range AoEs fairly decent right now. But we do have already very good equipment, so heute Multi-Language. Hola Español. Ja, nee, das mit dem Spanisch, das hatten wir doch schon. Das habe ich doch schon aufgegeben. Da gehe ich nicht d'accord mit. Heute multilingual. Ja, meistens ja, ne? Also ich schmeiß jetzt auch mehr und mehr Deutsch wieder mit rein, weil ich halt merke, dass halt viele auch dann eben entweder von Alexa-Stream kommen oder allgemein auch deutschsprachige Leute zugucken. Gerade um die Uhrzeit. Und da will ich denen nicht antun, dass sie jetzt unbedingt noch Englisch-Nachhilfe hier bekommen im Stream. Und dann mal mehr oder weniger gestelltes Englisch sich antun müssen. Aber Japanisch steht ja noch im Raum. Exakt. Genau das. Hast du auf meinem Discord mitgelesen, ha? Hast du ein bisschen gestalkt? Hast du ein bisschen gestalkt, ha? Gong. Skill Level Up. Ich mag den Sound. Gong. Oh. It's not the first time that we see that, I understand. Thanks. We do take that one. Thank you. Feuerboss. Da bringt mir der auch relativ wenig. Aber die bringen ja was. Gut. Ja. Zack. Oh je, der bayerisch klemmt da busy. Ja, aber so richtig. Aber ich ziehe da ja noch nicht hin, insofern brauche ich das auch noch nicht. Das wird auch, glaube ich, als norddeutsche Flunder wird das vermutlich auch nie so richtig mit dem Bayerisch. Aber das ist okay, ich kann damit leben. Würde mich auch wundern, wenn ein Nordelber Wattwanderer Bayerisch könnte. Ja, genau, das meine ich ja. Ich habe das Gefühl, meine Skelette nippeln gleich alle wieder ab. Scholar's Leather Boots of Embedders. Was? Ah, was habe ich gesagt? Alle Skelette hier. Sehe ich das richtig, dass da ein drauf ist? Nimm ich mit. Ah! Es soll aufhören, mit Feuer nach mir zu spucken. Unhold! Unhold! Ja, nun nicht. Das ist okay so, sagt er. Das ist okay so. Warum fängt das Spiel hier immer so hardcore an zu laggen? Ohne Witz. Die müssen halt echt noch manche Texturen überarbeiten. Nicht zu laggen, zu ruckeln. Laggen ist ja glatt gelogen hier. Nicht? Jetzt spuckt er noch so ein bisschen Magma dahin, damit ich hier den Ring of Life nicht kriege. Increase Cold Damage. Wen interessiert Cold Damage an der Stelle? Physical Damage, meine Damen und Herren. Physical Damage is what we need. Increased Minion, ja, nimm wir mit. Komm. Schnack, schnack. Na, nee, da sind 2 Intelligenz weniger drauf. Nehmen wir doch nicht mit. Never mind. Rückzug! Rückzug! Den Intelligence Point nehmen wir auf jeden Fall mit. Crits Minion. Ja, komm hier. Wait a second. Das ist der, den wir anhaben. Nein, ist es nicht. Ah, ich bin verwirrt. Fire Resistance und Void Resistance. Das ist der, den wir gerade brauchen. Perfekt. Genau, was wir gerade brauchen. Necrotic Damage und Fire Damage. Lightning Resistance. Wir nehmen natürlich die Resistenz mit. Was denn auch sonst? Welche blöde Frage. Zack. Nehmen wir mit. Nehmen wir mit. Crafting. Haben wir hier gesehen. Bitteschön. Jetzt würde ich gerne die Quest mitnehmen. Jetzt müssen wir hier unten noch einmal sabbeln. Ah ne, jetzt müssen wir erstmal in den nächsten Raum gehen. Dann müssen wir sabbeln. Zack. Nehmen wir. Ich wünschte, wir hätten schon unser Movement Spell. Damit wir uns tatsächlich ein bisschen bewegen können. Aber nein. Das braucht noch ein bisschen. Was haben wir gesagt? 13? Ja, 13. 2 Level noch. 2 Level noch, dann können wir uns auch tatsächlich bewegen. habe immer noch keine Ahnung, was diese Gegner sein sollen, darstellen sollen, aber das ist ja egal. Das steht auch überhaupt nicht zur Debatte. Wir sollen sie einfach nur besiegen. Ich glaube, das ist so die primäre Aussage des Spiels. Besiege diese Gegner. Ich verstehe den Gegner. Komm hier, die machen wir auch noch platt. Dann... Ich weiß nicht, soll ich Rüstung mitnehmen oder Damage? Einen Punkt muss ich auf jeden Fall in den Damage packen. Increased Physical Damage. Das wird uns natürlich super helfen, wenn wir weiter so spielen, wie wir es jetzt gerade machen. Aber ich will trotzdem Bone Aura eigentlich mitnehmen. Das heißt, wir werden... Hier werden wir 5 Punkte brauchen. Ich gehe davon aus, dass wir... also hier werden wir nicht reinskillen. Das heißt, der war eigentlich blöd, dass ich den gemacht habe. Ich hätte hier einen Punkt reinpacken sollen. Den können wir uns im Grunde schon zurückholen. Weil wir dann nur auf den hier gehen, gar nicht den Increased Damage erstmal mitnehmen. Ich glaube, Survivability ist halt wirklich die Prämisse hier erstmal, damit wir nicht noch einen Charakter dumpen. Wir haben schon genug Charakter gedumpt. Das ist, glaube ich, der 5. Heroic Character, den wir hier on Stream sehen. Und keiner von ihnen hat es jemals wirklich ins Ende geschafft. Buchstäblich. Ruby Amulet of Sparks klingt nach Lightning. Actually not that bad. Wir gehen hier einmal hoch wegen des Schreins. Einfach auf sehr schön zu sehen, dass da Gold droppt. Perfekt. Nehmen wir mit. Dodge Rating, Increased Mana Region, Dodge Rating, aber wir haben Physical Resistance auf dem Ring, das heißt, brauchen wir nicht. Da oben steht noch ein Schrein, ich glaube nicht, dass wir den gleich mitnehmen. Der scheint doch sehr weit abseits zu sein. Jetzt gerade haben wir eine ziemlich hohe Crit-Chance, habe ich das Gefühl. Ah, okay, wir sind auch 2 Level über den Gegnern. Vielleicht liegt es da dran. Nehmen wir mit. Nehmen wir doch mit. Komm hier. Der geht jetzt auch mal kurz hin. Oder her. Lightning Damage, Mana Region. Zack. Dann müssen wir einmal mit dem hier reden. Cast Speed, das können wir natürlich mitnehmen, das hilft uns schon. Ich glaube, der Crit ist tatsächlich noch besser. Weil wir eben auch einfach noch nicht so viel Damage haben, dass sich das lohnt, den Cast Speed schon zu erhöhen. Eher haben wir noch Mana-Probleme. Das heißt, wir müssen mehr darauf achten. So. Jetzt sind wir wieder bei dem ersten Konzentrationsboss, bei dem man sich tatsächlich ein wenig konzentrieren muss, weil der kann einen schon gut umbremsen, wenn man ein nicht optimiertes Equipment hat. Aber ich hoffe, ich habe ein einigermaßen optimiertes Equipment. Sieht auch gar nicht so schlecht gerade aus. Der macht nämlich so alles Mögliche an Schaden. Der macht so ein bisschen Physical, der macht so ein bisschen Void, der macht so ein bisschen Lightning. der macht halt alles, was irgendwie eklig ist. Dann macht er so eine komische Feuerwand hier. Der nimmt alles einmal mit. Der ist da gar nicht so, tatsächlich.
Feel my wrath.
Zack, das war der Void Damage, von dem ich gesprochen habe. Jetzt müssen wir hier mal ein paar Minions beschwören. Weil wir es können, nicht weil wir es müssen. Witzigerweise habe ich da das Gefühl, dass der Primalist vorhin schneller war. Aber wir hatten auch einmal zwischendrin einen ziemlich guten Peak im Damage. Ich weiß gar nicht, woher das kam. Ah! Das war ja schon fast wieder knapp. Das war ja schon fast wieder gefährlich hier. Soll mal aufhören damit. Das ist voll nicht in Ordnung. Und ableben darf er auch mal. Er selber sagt kill me, also... There we go. Jetzt haben wir's. Was kann der hier? Spell Damage. 18%, das ist eine Menge. Und eine Intelligenz. Nehmen wir natürlich mit. Dann gucken wir mal, dass wir da ein bisschen was draufrollen können. Nämlich Intelligenz. Zack. Rollen wir drauf. Nehmen wir einfach so mit. So ein 3 Intelligenz mehr.
Suited.
Und damit haben wir, da haben wir mal 3 Intelligenz weniger. Aber das ist ja wesentlich mehr Damage, was hier drauf ist. Weil ein Intelligenz ja, wenn wir hier drüber gucken, 4% mehr Damage ist. Das heißt, wir haben hier 12% Damage drauf. 24% Damage drauf. Wir haben hier aber 30% Spell Damage drauf. Das heißt, definitiv... warte mal. Warte mal, ich muss mich ja gar nicht davon trennen. Das sehe ich ja jetzt erst. Ja, das ist ja doppelt schön. Doppelt schön ist das. Ich muss mich ja nur von dem hier unten trennen. Zack. Das ist ja wunderbar, wie das so passt. So, zack, wir klicken hier nochmal drauf, bevor wir ins Portal gehen. Dann klicken wir da nochmal drauf. Und jetzt klicken wir... Genau, ich muss da drauf klicken, damit ich dann da komme. Da wird aber jeweils nur ein Punkt reingehen. Den will ich nicht haben, weil der eben Leben kostet. Meine Leben sind mir zu kostbar. Wir werden jetzt aber die Rüstung hochskillen, damit wir hier ein bisschen Damage Mitigation bekommen. Weil die Damage Mitigation dafür sorgt, dass wir der Damage, nachdem alle Resistenzen oder Nicht-Resistenzen abgerechnet wurden, dann weniger Schaden bekommen. I remember that boss from the first time you tried the hardcore character. Yep.
You must find the temple. Reform the
I would say I increased in knowledge in this game quite well.
Greetings.
Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go.
Smile upon you.
And then
Farewell.
accepting this one, accepting that one. Gaining more armor. Mitigating the damage even further. Pretty important. Pretty important. That damage mitigation. I could actually go for the Golem. Ich könnte mir den Golem jetzt natürlich nehmen. Aber ich gehe erstmal nach der Devise, mehr Minions haben ist besser als weniger Minions haben. Weil mehr Minions natürlich auch mehr physische Blockade sind. So, ich muss gleich nochmal die Spells nachlesen. Gegner explodieren halt relativ häufig, relativ lustig. Im Skilltree hier. Blood Splatter Chance 80%. Ach, witzig. Okay. Tatsächlich scheint das doppelt zu casten. Also auch da wieder der doppelte Cast, was ziemlich cool ist. So this spell, the Rip Blood spell, basically applies twice now. Oh, thrice even. Though the exploding damage is only going to be on the enemies, but the splatter still remains even if the enemy is down. So if the enemy gets killed, through while the splattering happens, the splattering still will happen, which is very gruesome, not gonna lie. But hey, it is what it is. We're not the developers of this game. Again, that dude down there is making noises. I wish we could go down there. I wish we could explore this map a little bit more, because this is one of my favorite maps in this game. It just looks so artistically beautiful. So beautiful. And again, the same enemies are there. The affixes of the enemies may be a little bit different, but the enemies are always the same as it seems. Intelligence, strength, and void resistance. A ton of void resistance. That's really good. 4% more damage. We got some void, some dodge rating there, but we don't really care about that. Not that that it doesn't matter. Not that it does matter at all. And I could have sworn that. Ah yeah, it gives ward retention. That was it. Mixed up the attunement there for a second with intelligence, and I was confused, a little bit bamboozled there for a second, because I thought I should have more mana, but no, it's not that. Nice, now we've got Transplant, and Transplant actually is our movement spell, so we'll put that one there and Transplant over there. 4 points in that. Now we can transplant. Instead of mana, 30% of your current health is consumed with this spell. Every 4 seconds we can teleport for a hefty cost of 13% of our current health, which is fine. We don't care, because literally one spell and we have that life back. And yes, that axe that just dropped literally was called Bearded Axe, so
Feel my wrath.
I feel like we're doing less damage now. Way less damage than we did before. We're not doing any elemental damage. I'm confused. Really confused there. But hey, let's not think about that. Squish, 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 squish. Top left is where we want to go. Hello there, enemies. Greetings, foes. Any enemies from down there now? Yeah, we've got 42% void resistance, which will help us a lot till... Actually till level 25. Pretty much till we can have our class change. And something I do like what they've added in this game is that it is you're able to kill split enemies, and they will drop actually items. Not all games that have splitting mechanics will do that. Yeah, I feel like we do way less damage right now. I don't know why. Increasing elemental damage shouldn't increase the damage of physical damage. And we are doing physical damage, aren't we? Yes, we are. Oh boy. Oh boy, don't do that. Fangle. Seriously. That was almost a shocker there. Okay, we can click that one, and then we click that one. Cool.
Feel my wrath.
That worked very well. But splatter chance and reveal rate. Get more of them ghosts. Increased minion damage. Ah, there's 8% void resistance on that one. We would gladly take the 8% void resistance. There we go. Zap, 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 zap up. Schwupp. Pyromancer's skull that turn. There's 6 intelligence on that one, spell critical strike chance, whatever it is that we're losing, we're gaining void resistance. That's a certain that's a certain yes to that one. Yeah, no. Not happening.
Feel my wrath.
That's what ring? 9% increased physical damage. That could increase our damage. And there's void resistance. I will have to check the other ring that we're having. So what's the other ring that we're having? Got that one and 6% void resistance. So that doubles up on void resistance. And actually gets us some damage that we need. Very good. Yeah, that's like such a huge difference from the prime list there. We're mainly losing life when we're inflicting damage to ourselves. So this is really, really good right now. Having 56% void resistance there helps us tremendously. That's huge. Like really, really huge. Ooh. The enemy have skilled some damage as well. I don't get it. Like, we have all those resistances, right? And they're still doing so much damage. Glad that they are actually taking damage. That they're taking actually less damage, or he was taking less damage while while being attacked from the distance. So Spirit Plague, that's what I've specialized on with my, or what I started to specialize on with my first Acolyte that I've ever played. But not so today. Not feeling bad. Yeah, we've got some armor there. Some good armor actually. Increased cooldown recovery speed. Don't think we need that. Ah, another void resistance. That's good. And I'm not sure if I should maybe go for physical resistance as well, because that's what we've died to last time. Increased health region, why not? It's anyway the only one that we have, like the only valid target that we have, so we could just use that as well. Level 16, we're one level under. They're doing so much damage, I don't get it. But I guess that's now physical damage and not white damage anymore. Shorter cooldowns, yeah, like crazy. Oh boy, get over here. I want that enemy to be over here. Because here, get to hit him more frequent with our little ghosts that are running around. And we get to kill one more. To our right now. Waiting for some mana, that's why I'm using the self damage inflicting skill again. I feel like we could finally drop some uniques here. Haven't had a unique drop in a while. Yeah, nothing of that. Level 15, level 16 is the level that is suggested for this level. So we're actually a little bit behind, but that will clarify in a second here. There we go. Not going for the volatile zombies there. Don't think so now. Yeah, we've been level 20 with the primalists here. And then again, that was void damage. I don't get why void damage is making so insanely much damage. That's just crazy. Spirits are now revealed around a target location rather than around you. Spirits deal more damage. That sounds really good. The base necrotic damage dealt by wandering spirits is converted to poison damage. Not sure I'm happy about that. Spirits last longer than when they are revealed, but wandering spirits cost more mana. Yeah, I think we're going for that. That is really good. That doesn't force us to go into close combat. We now can say reveal over there, and then we start revealing over there, centered around there. Fairly good actually. So where do we have to go? Where are we at right now? We're there. So we have to go this way. Yeah, that's melee damage. That's physical damage that we're taking there. Yeah, 2 hours ago, or almost 1 hour ago. No, almost 1.5 hours ago, I would say. We've been here already with the Primalist and having like lots of problems to actually get the enemies down, and some life issues as well. Though the life issues have not been as drastical as they are right now with our Acolyte. Then again, we had a heal, like a literal heal spell, that would heal for sure more than actually the life regaining spell that we're using now. So I guess that's making up for the damage that we're making for. That we're a little bit more squishy. But thinking that we are a little bit more squishy now, I'm really afraid of the boss that we've died against. There we go. Gotta talk to the machine again. The machine tells us that it's trapped for eternity in this room, and that it wants to die, so we help it die because it actually blocks our pathway. We're not that good. We're not helping them voluntarily because we want to do good to them. I guess that's the takeaway. There we go. These enemies are gone. Now we can scale down here. Blood splatter area is a little bit larger now, so we can kill larger groups, which is cool, which I like. Not sure if I will scale it completely all the way through, although it probably looks very epic. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Could you just die already? Thanks. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. No upgrades here. Spiders from behind though. That one's already done. That's very good. These ghosts do a lot of damage actually. I wouldn't have thought so, but other than the skill says like 73 damage per second, I don't think that. I'm not sure if these tooltips are actually accurate. Yeah, no. There we go. Because as we just saw, they just demolished the the energy core. So to say, energy core. Or maybe each wandering spirit is making 73 damage. I'm not sure how to read it. Really not sure. But we can see that we're doing way less damage without them, so certainly going to go use this skill a lot more now after realizing that. Wow, that's insane damage. That's insane damage. Yeah, we will have to skill into that one once so we can get over there. Not sure. Yeah, we will skill into that one, then once into that one, one more into that one, then into that one, and then into that one until we can skill that one. We'll see how that works.
Feel my wrath.
There we go. That's a lot of damage. I will actually put that as my main skill right now. What now? What do you mean? Yada yada. And I wish I would have been able to get this character already to Lich, but stream time is already over, and I want to go to bed early so I can be well rested for Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow, actually, because we're playing Dungeons and Dragons with a group of 4 people now, and we do play in a homebrew setting with just the player's handbook as a core basis. And yeah, we're doing like a few more minutes. I want to get this one done because that's one of my least favorite parts. Quite literally, really not happy with this this level. I like the level. I don't like the enemies on this level. Oh. So we need to get that done before I go.
It eludes me.
Increase rate multiplier. Nothing that I actually want to play. Or I actually need. There we go. And I think right now we're at a point where we can just go through this one here. And have my minion do the rest.
Wither before me.
There we go. That one
Feel my wrath.
apparently has more health. That's good. Level 18. We're actually 2 levels over the level that is recommended to be here. So we're doing a fine job on leveling up. And that's what I meant with this game does a great job in actually balancing your level. Considering the progress you're doing. And we can do a lot of damage there. We can do a lot of damage. Oh boy. Cool. Product resistance, why not? Why not have even more necrotic resistance? So we're handing that one in, and then we're going to end the stream. Yeah. dann werden wir den Stream jetzt beenden. Ich hoffe, ich konnte euch ein wenig entertainen und mein wirres Gerede hat nicht zu sehr verwirrt. Wir haben mal wieder 2 Charaktere versenkt. Und ich weiß nicht, warum ich immer diesen Versatz habe. Warum nimmt es so langsam? Egal. USB-Controller ist vermutlich überladen. Anyway, I hope I could entertain you. I hope you have a great evening. I hope you tune in tomorrow for Dungeons and Dragons when we're playing with a group of 4 people who are actually 3 of them are first-timers. And one of them is a seasoned player. We're playing in a homebrew setting. We're just playing with player's handbook, so we're just playing with the core rules. So if you wanted to, you could read all that up fairly easily on the internet. That being said, have a great night. Enjoy yourselves. We see us tomorrow at 8 p.m. CEST. That's UTC +2. Yep, it is. And then, well, have a great evening.